Hey Switch 2 fans, Shuhei Yoshida, a beloved former executive of PlayStation. You know him, you love him. He brought us PSVR 2, he's brought us PS5, he brought us years and decades of PlayStation history. He's such a lovable guy too. He's basically weighed in on the Switch 2 and basically cast some shade on the Switch 2 reveal yesterday, and a lot of good reasons why, and I tend to agree with him. Let's get into it right now. Let's talk about Blaze 2K. Please hit that thumbs up down below the video. It really helps out a lot. Hit the thumbs up, hit like, subscribe, click the bell icon. It means a lot and helps a lot. Let's get into the news. So, also check out our 24/7 Nintendo Switch 2 stock tracking stream. These Switch 2 is going to be very hard to get on day one. Scalpers, bots are going to be snapping them up like nobody's business. They're going to sell out very fast. They're going to come in and out of stock. And this 24-hour live stream on my channel, I'll put a link in the video description, will help you track all the stock, when they come in the stock, when they go out of stock, and ring alarms and basically give you the heads up when things are available to help you beat the scalpers and get the upper hand, right? So check that out. It's also a good place to chat about Switch 2, stay up to date on all the new Switch 2 news. It's going to be improving and getting better, and like I said, we're going to be adding that stock tracker within days. So let's get into the news. Let's see what Shuhei has to say. So Shuhei Yoshida on the Switch 2 Direct, he says it's underwhelming until From Software showed up, which obviously was announced to be their new game was announced to be a Switch 2 exclusive. So former PlayStation suit reacts. So you may have missed this, but Shuhei Yoshida, the beloved ex-PlayStation executive of over 30 years, reacted live to Nintendo's big Switch 2 Direct. He joined the crew over in MinMax to watch the presentation live and provided some commentary, mostly after the show concluded. Host Ben Hansen asked him about his thoughts on the Nintendo Direct, and he wasn't afraid to speak his mind. He said it was underwhelming until From Software game showed up, Yoshida said. And they asked him what rating out of 10 would he give it, and Yoshida says 6 out of 10. Until From Software came up at the very end, and he said, I'll give it a 7. He added that he wanted to see more new game announcements and was a bit disappointed that the Direct was broadly focused on remakes or ports. And that's a point I'd probably agree. I think we could all agree. It was mostly Switch 1 games that are getting, Switch 2 version upgrades. There was a couple of new things like the app, the game chat and stuff like that. There was, obviously Mario Kart was shown, Mario Kart World. We obviously got some more gameplay of Metroid, the new Metroid game. It was good, but I will agree with him. And obviously the new Kirby game, there was Donkey Kong. I mean, to be fair, there were some good new game announcements, but he doesn't think there was enough, and he could be a little bit right in that respect. So let's see what else he's got to say. So yeah, Yoshida was a big fan of the Switch 2's camera accessory and subsequent gameplay gimmicks, as well as being able to see other people's gameplay, even if it's a different game. He also said he liked the tutorial, like Welcome to Your Game, looks really nice, but hopes it will be cheap price-wise. That's another thing we're going to cover in another video, the fact that they're going to be charging for that Welcome to Your Game. Usually companies like Sony and PlayStation, they obviously include a little demo to get, allow you to get to grips. Look at Astrobot or Astro's Playroom that came with the PS5. It basically gave everyone a little sense of what the PS5 was all about. The cool new stuff the controller could do. So I was surprised to see that Welcome Tour is going to cost money. You're going to have to buy this tutorial game. I understand it took them time to develop, cost money to develop, and they also included some mini games for you to play with in there. But I don't know, I feel like that should have been a bundled game, right? To basically show off the Switch 2. Not everyone's going to get it now, If everyone got this as a bundle in game, it would be the first game that most people would play to play with. But yeah, that's not going to be the case. And I think Shuhei agrees. He's hoping it's going to be very cheap price-wise. As for the console's price point, he says the US price is higher than I had anticipated, but everything's price is higher now. That's very true. Upon discovering the price in Japan, however, he was shocked at how low it is. Wow, 50,000 yen. That's unbelievably cheap, considering it's about 150 yen per US dollar. Everybody should go to Japan and buy it. So Shuhei's basically saying, book your flights to Japan right now, get yourself the Switch 2 over there, because it is insanely cheap, which is good for the Japanese consumer. So yeah, not full marks from Yoshida, but he seems real excited about From Software's newly announced The Dust Bloods game and Switch 2's social features. And as someone who was at PlayStation for more than 3 decades, it's fascinating to hear his thoughts on a rival company's presentation, even if he's not at the company anymore. So there we go, guys. Shuhei Yoshida has chimed in. That's what he thinks. He's still excited about the new social features. He was excited about the price in Japan. He's a little bit bummed at the fact that they're charging for the demo, the Welcome to Your Game. But it is what it is, guys. And honestly, I would agree. I think 7 out of 10. They could have went a little bit more heavy on newer games. They obviously put a big emphasis on the fact that you could still play Switch games, and they are charging for the upgrade to the Switch 2 version of them. But yeah, I think they could have maybe surprised us a little bit more with more, you know, first-party games and just new games in general for the Switch 2 to make it seem like, you know, we're not just buying the Switch 2 for upgraded graphics, we're also buying the Switch 2 for new games. I think I miss when new consoles came out and they came out with like a solid first-party catalog of exclusive games on day one, and you could pick and choose what games you're wanting to pick. Obviously, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, I would say as well. Like The Last of Us, all that sort of stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Shuhei Yoshida, don't bash him. Don't bash him. He's a lovely guy. He's been great for PlayStation. It's sad that he left PlayStation, but he's going on to do other things now, and it's good to hear him talk about competitors, or a former competitor's new product launch. And obviously, with him being Japanese himself, it's really interesting to see his opinion from that side of the world. Anyways, love you. I appreciate you. Check the links down below in the video description for some really cool tech deals, and I'm going to be adding Switch 2 accessories there as well very soon. And also check out our 24-hour stock tracking stream for the Switch 2 to help you and your friends or family buy one and beat the scalpers, beat the bots when these go live for pre-order, I believe on the 9th. So we're almost there, guys. So anyways, love you. Appreciate you. I'm Blaze2K. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon for more Switch 2 news and gaming news in general. Anyways, peace.
Let's go.